Today I'm back at this inspection.
I almost fell down. I'm all right. I don't know if those are stairs, if you'd consider that a ladder. The very worst things you can find in a basement when you come down here is brand new drywall. Now you're on an inspection, and the first thing that pops into the inspector's head is, gee, I wonder what they're hiding from me. But as I walked over here, I noticed this moisture staining on the ground, and for those of you who know, first of all, you never put drywall in a basement touching the floor.
So I had recommended an invasive inspection in the report. And I got a call yesterday saying that the seller had come and removed drywall so I could do an invasive inspection. Let me show you. They removed exactly one piece of drywall. But you will notice some things. I'm going to tell you some clues here to look for. Number one, you will notice that they swept here. Somebody took a broom and swept right there and basically swept a whole bunch of dry dust over the top of that bottom plate. And they do that because they didn't want us to see that this was wet. Okay, so they're basically trying to conceal and hide the moisture intrusion that they were covering up. And then when you see this, when you see the old insulation, when you see the vapor barrier, the paper, or the facing, still attached to the wall, I can promise you there is only one reason anybody ever pulls all that insulation out, and that's because it gets wet and moldy. So when we see that, we already knew what was happening here, and I can still see some of the insulation stuck back there. So I'm going to be pulling this out. So I pulled that out, and I can tell you this insulation right here is soaking wet. I'm going to probe it with my moisture meter right now so you guys can see that. So that little piece of insulation I pulled out is soaking wet. Now we're going to go ahead and probe this bottom plate as well. So no matter how much dust they tried to sweep over the top of that, they can't hide the fact that this is soaking wet down here. And this is specifically why I recommended an invasive inspection. So it looks like they've cleaned this up. It looks like they've ripped out all the stuff that was wet and moldy and then covered it up with brand new drywall. That's good, but here's what I want to know. I want to know if they ever had a mold assessor come in here, if they ever did any air quality testing. I want to know if they ever did anything other than just rip it out and cover it up. That is a big bunch of nope.